Hello and welcome to the Inyang Effiong show. Today in the studio, I have a very special guest and she's going to tell us all about herself and what we're going to do this morning and in the studio. You might be watching or listening to this at any time of the day, but the recording was done in the morning when we're very fresh so that we can bring you the best. Both of us are very bright. Welcome to the program, Ma.
Thank you so much.
Can you give us a brief introduction of yourself, please?
Okay. I'm Ngozi Bello. I'm married to Mr. Ishola Bello, and we have 3 kids.
So we have Ngozi Bello in the studio this morning, and we're going to talk about something that she has done. If you look behind her, you're going to see a lot of books that's in my library. A lot of us, we watch videos, we read books, and we consume a lot of content. But it's very difficult to actually produce content. And Ngozi Bello is one of the few people that have produced content, and it's not just content that you produce in 10, 15 minutes, but something that must have taken her a lot of time to do. So what have you produced? What have you launched onto the world?
Okay, thank you so much. I just published a book titled The Diary of a Wife and Mother. That book is an account about my life. And it actually took me about 8 years.
Took you 8 years?
Yeah, it took me 8 years. I started writing that book in 2015. And I just published it this year. So it's about the life of women, basically. The struggles we face, the fears we have, and all the issues that we have to deal with as a wife and mother. It brings to the light a lot of things that people don't see. When you watch a movie, for instance, and the movie comes out so good, you don't know that there are a lot of behind the scenes events that has taken place to make that film the way it is. So this book is to show you some behind the scene events in our lives as women.
Things people see the final product.
Yeah.
They
and they
eat
don't know
the soup that is very nice.
Yeah, and they don't know what's inside.
They don't know what's inside. All the ingredients that made it. Is this book going to show us all the ingredients that go into making the woman who she is, the life of a mother?
Yes. It's going because in the book I talked about a lot of real life issues that I went through growing up. Okay. And one of the things that really made me write this book, I noticed at some point in my life that all the dreams I had, all the things I thought I was going to do as an adult, I wasn't doing them. And I realized that it was not just me, because I had friends. I talked to a lot of people, and I noticed that this is a pattern in the life of a lot of women. For some reasons, we just swept all those dreams under the carpet, and we just focus on just the things we think are important, our family, our children, which is good. Yeah. But I believe that I'm a Christian, and so I believe that God has a purpose for every individual. And that purpose, it's not just for us women to give birth to children and have a husband. I think there is much more to it.
Okay, so that leads me to the next question. But before we go into the next question, can you repeat the title of the book again and where people can get it?
The title of the book is The Diary of a Wife and Mother, and it's on Amazon.
Okay, guys, so that is The Diary of a Wife and Mother by Ngozi Bello, and is available on Amazon.com or whichever Amazon that you look. So the way to search for it is that you can put the Ngozi Bello and it should bring the book. You can put The Diary of a Wife and Mother
by Ngozi
Bello, and it will bring it. So if you remember the name Ngozi Bello or the title or all of them, Amazon will give it to you. And I checked, it's available and you can order it right away. So I'm going to put a link in the show notes on, you just do one click and then you'll be able to get it. So we need to support that one. But back to you. So you spent 2015 to 2023 on a project. You've talked about some of the things that you want to uncover, but let's make it real. Why should somebody read this book?
Yeah, for the women, why they should read the book, I want them to see that the issues that they're having is not just peculiar to them. There are times you might be facing something and you think, oh, this challenge is just for me alone. No other person is going through this. But I want the women to understand that what you are going through, a lot of women out there are going through it. That's number one. Then for the men, a lot of men, they say, oh, women are complicated. They don't understand so many things about us. Now, reading this book for a man will give you an insight into our life. You will understand the reasons why we behave at times in certain ways that we do. And for our children, it will also help them, the youths, it will help them to understand their mothers. Oh, why is mommy reacting like this? Or why is mommy talking like this? Or why is mommy's face not so bright? They'll begin to understand a bit of us. So this book is for everyone, not just for women alone.
Okay, thank you. And something that I didn't want to put it at the beginning. I wanted us to talk about the book. So I've known you for quite some time, more than 10 years. And it was only when I was reading about your book that I got a little bit to know about your background. So apart from being a housewife and a mother of children, what else? Can you tell us a little bit about your background?
Okay. I went to Delta State University where I got a BSc in accounting. And then I'm also a member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria. And also, ICAN, and also a member of Nigerian Institute of Management as well.
Wow.
Yes, sir. And I'm an entrepreneur. I do a lot of things as well. So I do a lot. And I'm a minister of God too.
Very important.
Yes, very important. So I have a lot of parts
to play.
Yeah.
So, guys, why I brought that up was that this is not somebody just sitting down and writing something. This is a professional. This is a professional accountant. I don't know whether it's easier now, but I know when I was in touch with people preparing for ICANN, how they used to have sleepless nights.
Yeah,
and they were shaking when
nights.
Yes, when they were preparing for the exam.
Nights. And actually, though I didn't talk about my professional background in the book, at all, but I wrote those exams while I was giving birth to children.
Wow.
In fact, the last one I wrote, I was pregnant with my second child.
Oh.
So this is part of the issue, part of the things I spoke about in the book, like making women understand that the fact that you are a wife and a mother doesn't mean you can't do anything else.
Okay.
There is so much you can do while being a wife and a mother.
Okay, so the ladies out there, so you can be a wife, a mother, and you can still achieve your dreams. Can I put it that way?
Yes.
So you can be a wife,
sir.
you can be a mother, which could be a dream.
Yeah.
And you can still achieve the dreams you had when you were 15, when you were 13. And people are watching the World Cup now. The female World Cup is going on as we are recording this.
Yeah.
And so some people say, oh, she has so much time to go and play football. I can never do that. So, I mean, this book will show you that if that was your dream, I mean, I'm paraphrasing now.
Yeah.
You don't lose sight of that dream, even when doing your day-to-day life.
Yeah. There's something I even want to say. This book I wrote, while I was in school, I used to write.
Okay.
I've been writing as a child, but I write and I keep. I've always loved writing. I've always wanted to write. Okay. But this is the first time I'm actually coming out to bring a book out. Okay. So there are lots of women out there who have books inside of them. So it's time to bring it out.
So you have a book inside of you. You have books in your notebook.
A lot.
Let other people see those books. Let them share. So you are actually sharing your insight with the rest of us.
Yes, yeah.
So with now people are so busy on small things. What I mean by small thing, there's WhatsApp, there's Facebook, which we are going to publish all these things on.
Yes.
There is chatting with friends.
Yes.
Apart from your book, what recommendation do you have with people there that want to do a project? It might not be a book, it might be something they want to do. How were you able to write this book and still cope with the distractions of daily life, modern life?
I was focused. Now, the first thing I did was make up my mind. Now, I said I was writing the book for about 8 years.
Yes.
I tried publishing 2 or 3 years ago. I couldn't. I tried. But until I made up my mind, that's one thing. You have to make a decision
That
to
is
say,
what you
I
want to
want
do.
to do this. And then you are focused. Now, when I made the decision that I wanted to do this, I needed people to help.
Okay.
So I looked for people with like minds. I looked for writers, people that have been writing around, So I was encouraged by them. Have a platform, unique. They are called Unique Women International. It's made up of lots of authors, editors, and all that. So from that, I got in contact with a lot of authors. I saw them publish books. I attended book launch. So all those helped me to say, okay, your book can come out too. So that helped me.
Okay. So you had a support network which
Yes.
actively cultivated.
Yeah.
They didn't give you on a platter of gold. So you remember, you cultivated it, and then you put in the effort. So I think my takeaway from there is that don't just say there's nobody to help you. There are a lot of networks out there that can help you, but you need to put in some basic work for that network to be of use to you.
To be of use.
Okay. We want to keep this short and punchy, like we said at the beginning.
Okay.
What is the number one thing you don't want people to miss in the book when they are reading it?
The number one thing I don't want people to miss is there is greatness in everyone.
Okay.
No matter who you are, because like I said earlier, I always say it, I'm a Christian. And I believe that the Bible says God made us in his image. So if you are in the image of God, God is a great God. So everything he created is great. So there is greatness inside of everyone. Find that thing in you that God has put inside of you to make you great. That's number one. Then the other thing I want them to focus on is everything that you need. At times people say, I want to achieve this, but I don't think I can. Everything you need to become that thing is already inside of you.
Okay.
All you need to do is to discover it. Check.
Okay,
it's inside
guys. So, and when I say guys, ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls, there is greatness inside all of us.
Yes.
Put in that little work and bring it out.
Yep.
And we thank you so much for taking out time from your busy launching schedule to come to the Inyang Effiong studios for this.
Yeah.
Okay, so the book, when are you going to launch it? I know it's on Amazon already, but you have a formal launch occasion for it?
Yes. The book is going to be launched August 19th, 2023. And the venue is Daughters of Light Ministry behind UBA Pharmacy, Aweyaya, Lekki Ekpe Expressway.
That is in Lagos. So guys, the book is going to be launched. I'm going to put the link again to the location, the time. So just look at the link and the information is going to be there. We expect you there. Before the launching, you can order your copy on Amazon. When you come for the launching, you get that copy signed or you get another copy for a friend, and the author is going to be there to sign it specially for you.
Yes, of course I will.
Okay. Thank you so much for being here and taking out your time. And we wish you more writing, and I know the next one is going to come out soon.
Yes, of course.
And it's not going to take 8 years.
It won't take 8 years, of course it won't.
Take 8 years. When once you've done it once, the formula is there.
Thank you so much.
So thank you so much, audience. Take away from today's interview, you can do it. Don't give up on your dream. No matter how busy you are, there is greatness inside you that you need to bring out. Thank you again, and bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, everyone.